Faure Gnassingbé, over 20 years in power, progress or political control. The story of Togo under the Eyadema family. What does it take to rule a country for nearly 2 decades and still remain at the center of power? Today we dive deep into the fourth president of Togo, Faure Gnassingbé, the man who has led Togo since 2005 to date, survived political storms, reshaped the constitution, and in 2025, transformed the entire system of government. Is this a leadership or a calculated strategy to stay in power for life? Let's break it all down. Faure Gnassingbé became president of Togo, a small West Africa country, at the age of 39, in May 2005, following the death of his father, Gnassingbé Eyadema, who ruled Togo for 38 years. So basically, the Eyadema family has ruled Togo for more than 5 decades. Faure Gnassingbé has been in power for more than 20 years now, won multiple elections, maintained control of the political system, and as of 2025, transitioned into a new but more powerful role in government. That's over 20 years at the center of power, making him one of Africa's longest-serving presidents or leaders. Governance. Gnassingbé's governance style has been a blend of stability and strong political control. Togo under Faure has seen a mix of democratic reforms and political challenges. His administration has faced criticism for alleged human rights abuses and suppression of political opposition and repression. On one hand, Togo has avoided coups and large-scale instability. Government institutions have remained intact. But on the other, opposition parties frequently complain of repression. Elections are often criticized as unfair. Civil liberties remain limited. According to global assessments, an international civil society organization, Togo is considered partly free, with restricted political rights and civil liberties. So, while the country is stable, questions about democracy remain. However, there have been efforts towards political reconciliation, including dialogue with opposition parties and constitutional reforms aimed at enhancing democracy. Achievements. Despite criticism, Gnassingbé's government has recorded some key achievements. Under Faure Gnassingbé's leadership, Togo has made strides in infrastructure development, including road construction and improvements in healthcare and education sectors. Infrastructure development, roads, ports, and logistics. Expansion of the port of Lomé, making Togo a regional trade hub in the sub-region. Improvements in education and healthcare access. Programs aimed at reducing poverty or poverty alleviation programs. His administration has also pushed for modernization and investment, positioning Togo as a gateway economy in West Africa. Economy and GDP. Under Gnassingbé, Togo's economy has seen steady but moderate growth. Togo's estimated nominal GDP is around $12.18 billion in 2025. Key sectors driving the economy include agriculture, especially cotton and coffee production, phosphate mining, trade and logistics, as well as services. Togo's GDP has grown gradually over the years, supported by infrastructure investments, business-friendly reforms, regional trade positioning. However, challenges such as unemployment, poverty, and income inequality persist. The government has pursued economic reforms to promote private sector growth and enhance competitiveness. Poverty remains widespread among informal and rural people. Youth unemployment is still high. Economic inequality persists among the rich and the poor. So while growth exists, it has not fully transformed everyday life for many citizens. Rule of law. The rule of law under Gnassingbé is one of the most debated aspects of his presidency. Concerns over the rule of law in Togo have been raised, including issues related to judicial independence, freedom of expression, and political repression. Despite some progress in legal reforms, there are ongoing challenges in ensuring the full protection of human rights and the independence of the judiciary and freedom of speech.
Major concerns include limited judicial independence, arrests of opposition figures, restrictions on protests and freedom of the media. Reports indicate that security forces and political institutions often favor the ruling system, raising concerns about fairness and accountability issues. In simple terms, the law exists, but critics say it does not always apply equally. Constitution and term limits. During Gnassingbé's tenure, Togo has undergone constitutional reforms aimed at enhancing democracy and political stability. These reforms have included presidential term limits and measures to promote political pluralism. However, there have been criticisms from opposition groups regarding the fairness and transparency of these reforms. This is where things get really interesting.
Before 2024, there was presidential system, a 5-year terms. Term limits existed but were controversial. After 2024 constitutional reform, Togo shifted to a parliamentary system. The president became mostly ceremonial. A new powerful role was created, which is the president of the Council of Ministers. And guess who took that role? The former president Faure Gnassingbé. This new position holds full executive power, has no term limits, which means Faure could rule for life. Critics call this a constitutional coup, arguing it allows him to remain in power indefinitely. Supporters, however, say it modernizes governance and improves efficiency. Current role in government. As of 2025, Gnassingbé is no longer just president. He is now the president of the Council of Ministers, the most powerful position in Togo's new constitutional reform. In this role, he, head and leader of the government, appoints and fires ministers, controls national policy and more. Meanwhile, the President of the Republic is now largely symbolic and holds only ceremonial post. In reality, President Faure Gnassingbé still holds the real executive power. Overall performance. Faure Gnassingbé's presidency has been marked by a mix of progress and challenges. While there have been efforts towards democratic reforms, including constitutional changes and dialogue with opposition groups, concerns remain regarding political freedoms, human rights abuses, and transparent governance. Economic development initiatives have shown some success, but structural challenges persist. The overall assessment of Gnassingbé's performance as president is subject to varying perspectives, with supporters highlighting progress in certain areas and critics pointing to ongoing issues related to democracy, rule of law, and good governance issues. Strengths: political stability, infrastructure development, economic growth and regional trade expansion. Weaknesses: limited democracy, weak rule of law, constitutional changes seen as power consolidation, continued dominance of one political family. Conclusion or final thought. Faure Gnassingbé's presidency is a story of two sides. On one side, a leader who has brought stability and gradual development. On the other, a system where power has remained tightly controlled for over 5 decades in the hands of one family. So, the big question is this long-term leadership necessary for stability and growth? Or is it a system designed to avoid change? If you enjoyed this African politics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And tell us in the comments, should African leaders have strict term limits or flexible leadership for stability? See you in the next video. Bye.